to be honest. All right. We live. Let's go. All right. So, as you guys can see by the title of the video, January 1st, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just here to knock out all the excuses, to be honest. That's number one. Number two, somebody did ask me a couple of good questions, so I wanted to knock out most of them. But you see, generally, questions come from one mindset, right? Generally, questions are going to come from one mindset. All right. And by the way, I'm getting a haircut today. Do not come for me. Do not come for me. But, anyways, a lot of questions come from a certain mindset, like the questions that are like, oh, should I do keto or carnivore? What's the best macro split? All those questions come from a short-term mindset where you're looking for a short-term solution to a long-term issue. All right. Which is why majority of those questions, I usually just don't answer them directly. If you watch my content, you'll get a gist of exactly what I think about all those questions. For example, let me go through them because dude actually asked a lot of questions. Like taking your time to write these questions, I really do appreciate it because that takes time, bro. So yeah, like the best macro split for weight loss and the hidden calories, all this other shit. Let me actually answer all these questions because these are some good ass questions. Doing crumble cookie all 2025. Let's go. Hey, Nate, make sure you like the video, but make sure you like the video if you're in here. But I'm actually gonna start posting my cheat days on here because here's the thing. Here is the thing, man. There is too much goofy shit out here. Let me tell you guys why. Here's what I see. I see too many people beyond like, they're like, oh my God, like I got to eat healthy to lose fat. I got to do this. And it's like, dude, you're 30, 40, 50% body fat. Me at below 12% body fat year round, I can have absolutely diabolical cheat days because 90% of the time I'm eating clean and I'm eating high protein and I have muscle mass because I'm consistent, right? You can eat a lot of bullshit on your cheat days and still be fine. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. I can probably eat crumble cookie if I want to, but no, seriously, I could eat a family size bag of Oreos. I could use a family size bag of Oreos, number one, and fucking pizza and cookies and candy, for like a couple of days straight, and it doesn't affect the bottom line because my bottom line is so locked in, right? So I don't know, like you like people who are 40% body fat, that means you're eating cheat days 24/7. All right. Because you could ask my brother. My brother will eat. My brother could literally eat a diabetic amount of candy for like a couple of days, get right back on track, and guess what? He's good because guess what? He doesn't do that 10% of the time, probably 5% of the time he does that. What do you use to measure your body fat? I use the InBody scan, which is supposed to be pretty accurate. Like the thing where you hold the thing. I use the InBody scan because I had one at the gym. Finally found one. Finally found a gym with one. All right. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for telling the truth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Now, like I said, this dude took time out of his day to write these questions. So I'm going to do this out of respect and answer these questions because I can't believe he asked these questions. So here we go. So I'm going to run through these questions right now. All right. Because I'm going to make a Q&A, but it's going to be separate from this one. But anyways, best macro split for fat loss. So here's the thing with fat loss. All right. Fat loss is overall calories in, calories out with high protein. So what I do is me personally, all right, I like to keep my fats at least above 65 just for make sure your testosterone is good and shit like that. But anyways, what I do is find my calories, then I make sure that I hit at least 0.7 to 1 gram per pound body weight protein. For me, it's like I eat at least 150 grams of protein, nothing crazy. I don't overdo it. And then I fill the rest in with carbs and fats. That's what I do. That's all I do. All right, it's that simple. All right. Now, some days the carbs might be higher and the fats might be lower. Some days the fats might be higher, the carbs might be lower. It doesn't matter as long as you're hitting your protein. So, for example, if I have like 2,300 calories to eat and I hit 150 grams of protein, I could eat 100 grams of fat and 150 grams of carbs, and I'm good to go. All right. I think that's what the macros are today. Did I watch the Cowboys game? I don't watch the NFL, man. The NFL's, I fucking hate the NFL, but I might watch college every once in a while, but I don't like watching the NFL. I barely watch sports, to be honest. I just look at like highlights sometimes. Watching the Cowboys is like, Jesus Christ, dude, that's an unblessing. All right. Next one is, it says, do you need to cut carbs to lose weight? Now, because the reason, here's the thing with this question, it's going to depend on how you eat. Majority of people eat a lot of carbs, right? That's why when people do keto, they're like, oh my God, it's working, because it's the first time they've ever been in a deficit. Majority of people eat a lot of chips and a lot of candy. All right. So if you're 40% body fat and you're eating 500 grams of carbs, then yeah, you'll probably have to cut your carbs, but you have to cut everything as well. You have to cut your overall calories. You don't want to completely cut out carbs because they help with satiety. All right. So it's eating potatoes, sweet potatoes, vegetables, and fruits, shit like that. Cheat day one time every 90 days for beginners. What about juice cleanse? All right, so cheat day one time every time for beginners. I mean, it depends on what your body fat percentage is. You can do it more, you can do less, depends on your body fat percentage and your mindset. Juice cleanse is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Don't do a juice cleanse. What the fuck would you do a juice cleanse for? Why would you do a juice cleanse? If you start eating right, your body naturally detoxes you of all the bullshit you've been eating. It's literally that. It's literally like that. All right. It's literally that simple. Like if you eat what you need to eat, your body naturally detoxes all the bullshit you've been eating. Like if you've been eating fried chicken, a lot of chips, a lot of candy, drinking a lot of liquor. Once you start eating fruits, vegetables, more whole foods, all the vitamins and minerals that come from that, drinking a lot of water, getting sleep, your body's gonna naturally flush all that stuff out. You'll be shitting your brains out, right? Shitting all that bullshit out. You don't have to do a cleanse. The cleanse is goofy shit. It's dumb shit. What are some good healthy fats to keep testosterone levels up? What a great ass question. So steak, eggs, butter. Those are like really, really good. Olive oil as well. And then nuts. Pause. Right. So here's the thing. Like I'm not gonna tell you to go test your testosterone. You inherently know when that shit's low. You can just feel when it's low. You can feel when it's kind of low. You're like, it's kind of suspect. And of course, not beating your meat all the time. That's all gonna help because when your testosterone's high, you're just gonna be waking up fucking rock hard all the time. Back on the tube. See, earlier was wild as fuck. He talking to you. Hey, but I got to, man. I got to. What up, man? Found you in Mind Pump around the same time. Crazy how simple the formula is. 43 to 31% body fat, about 45. Nah. Listen, don't compare me to Mind Pump. Them motherfuckers is smart as hell, and they're scientific based. All right, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just talk from experience of what I've seen and what my clients have seen. They be using science and shit and all that other shit. I don't particularly care for all the new studies that come out because I used to work in the library, so I read a lot of books. I was reading a lot of 1990s books, and it's just all basic stuff. But the way they used to frame nutrition, it used to be like not as nice as they do nowadays. They used to just be like, yeah, it's bare minimum. Like you got to eat healthy. It's bare minimum. Like they used to just talk about it as part of your daily routine. Nowadays in the books, they're like, hey, it'd be nice if you did this, all that shit. And it's like, no, body can't burn alcohol and fat at the same time. Peroxisomes only focus on one. Exactly, bro. Exactly. As soon as you got that liquor in your system, your body panics. It's like, dude, I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of this. You know what I mean? So that's what your body thinks. And that's why when people drink liquor, they just cannot lose fat. And they're like, well, I'm drinking no calorie liquor. It doesn't matter. Bro, what year of your stage of listening do you start getting women approach you for it? And what body part do they go crazy over? Listen, women only care about chest and arms, just like we only care about their ass and tits, bro. We care about their waist to hip ratio. They care about our shoulder to waist ratio. That's how it works. All right. Now, it depends, bro. Girls really like arms and chest, bro. They really like arms and chest, but then they like abs too. You see what I'm saying? They like arms, chest, and abs. They really, really do. That's like that's what they fall in love with, bro. They just love that shit. Because every time I've had a chick say something, I was like grabbing my arms and like, oh my god, like, bro. Here's the thing. I will meet a chick offline, bro. I'll meet a chick offline, and the first thing she does is just grab my biceps, bro. She doesn't even say hi to me, just grabs my biceps. That's just normal shit. Or I'll meet a chick who doesn't speak English and she'll just grab my biceps and my chest. All right. It is what it is, bro. That's just how it works. All right, let me see. But at what year? When I made my biggest transformation, because I was lifting in high school and shit. I was lifting, early years in college, but I didn't make crazy results. I was strong though, but I remember my first year at FAMU, like there was some dudes in there that they used to play football, but they stopped and they were lifting weights while I was lifting weights. And they looked crazy, like super good chest, good traps, good arms, good quads, everything, but they had everybody for it. And I'm outlifting them in everything. And they're just looking at me. Bro, because I was hang cleaning like 225, but I weighed 150. And I'm benching 225, but I weighed 150. They're just looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Then I did like 80s on the incline dumbbell and I weighed what did I weigh? Like I said, 150. No, I did like my incline is strong. Week I did like 60s, I think. But yeah, it wasn't until I started eating and actually putting on that muscle, right? By eating more. That was like 7 years ago when all the chicks really started coming because I had big ass arms, big ass shoulders because I'm finally eating what I need to and I'm getting stronger type shit. You feel me? That's when they started coming. Like chicks would just like stare at me the whole time and then just like work out on the machine next to me. And I'm like, you're not using that machine. I saw that you're doing, I saw that you're doing legs today. You're not using the back machine. What do you want from me? Like type shit. You feel me? You talk the way we understand. Yes, sir. Listen, I just try to be relatable. I just talk from experience all the time, man. Like I cannot talk about anything I did not experience. So I'll never come on here and be like, hey guys, here is the crypto scheme to make you a millionaire by tomorrow. I'm just never gonna say that. I don't know what the fuck. Bro, I don't know nothing about crypto, bro. And most people don't. Most people just say, hey, jump on this, and then they fucking lose all their money. So I'm not listening to anybody. But anyways, how can you avoid loose skin? 352, you want to get to 220? You're gonna have to make sure you strength train and lose, lose at a decent rate. Lose at a decent rate. You don't want to lose too fast, but you might not be able to prevent the loose skin at that rate. If you do get loose skin, just get it surgically removed. But yeah, like I said, if you're lifting weights and you're eating high protein, you should be able to minimize the loose skin. When are you popping out with the harem? Harem? What's harem? Harem? Is this an anime term, bro? What am I popping out with the harem, bro? What did it say? Yeah. What you talking about, bro? You talking about you talking about what? The harem? What are you talking about? It's 52 for a change. No, it's not. It's really not at all. Because you're about to get into your late 50s, your mid 50s, your 60s. And the leaner you are right now, the more muscle you have right now, the healthier you are right now, the better your 60s and 70s will be. All right. The less like you'll be, in a nursing home. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. And I've worked in nursing homes, and everybody in nursing homes, their regrets is always they didn't take better care of themselves because they're so focused on work. Yo, Unc, I just took a picture of me recently and compared it to last, and I look like a different person. It's crazy from 174 to 209 right now, and I find your vids, and they help me out low key. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I know you've been on anime this long and never heard of around Monster Monsoon. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Is that what? What am I gonna? No, listen. I'm actually typing this in. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Unless you're talking about. Oh yeah, it's romance, bro. Of course. Listen, it's romance. I don't watch any romance animes. I only watch coming of age and isekai. I only watch coming of age and isekai. I would not touch a romance anime to never, ever. What's your opinion on verbal game? Listen, I got it. Listen, if you got a Jamaican friend, the motherfucker has verbal game. I got a Jamaican friend, bro, and he has verbal game, bro. He will like. Here's the thing. He will go up to a chick and she'll be like, "Ew, get the fuck out of my face," because he's just coming out of nowhere. Within 5 minutes, she'll be like, "I really like this guy. Why didn't he come up to me earlier?" So yeah, he got verbal game and shit. But I just see it as using a lot of energy. All right, I don't. If you don't have to, then you're not going to. I know a lot of people are like, "Hey man, you gotta approach every chick, man. You gotta approach every chick, and you gotta do what you gotta do." If you have to do that, then go ahead and do that. But listen, once you get on the other side of me and my brothers, we're not doing this shit because now that we're on the other side where chicks just approach us first or they hit us up or some shit, then it's like you're not gonna approach because you don't have to. You focus on what you need to do, and then chicks just flow in because I feel like me personally, if you're like setting aside time to go just talk to a bunch of chicks, like if you're in your environment, if you're in the gym or something, and you see a chick that's attractive, yeah, go approach if you want to type shit. But if you're setting aside time to like go to the mall or go somewhere and like approach chicks, then that's just like prioritizing chicks. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. It is what it is. But me, listen, all I care about is workout anime and getting my clients seen. That's all I care about personally. So if chicks come into my life, that's cool. You see what I'm saying? But also, it's kind of hard to ask me that because when you're lean and when you're on body game, right? If you're lean and you have a haircut and you have a professional camera, you're gonna kill it on every dating app. It's impossible not to. Like all the dating app stuff that's like, hey, this is what you gotta do. Here's the secret message. Do not ever message a chick first on dating app, but you're just gonna be chasing her the whole time. Like that's not how it works. Crab legs are a good source of protein. That's a great question. I don't fucking know. Probably, bro. I think it's pretty lean. All right, so harem equals relationship with multiple girls plus one guy, and they all know about each other and cool. Listen, I've accidentally done that before because it was a friend group, but I don't think they were cool about it. There was some fighting going on. But yeah, that's a hard one, dude. I don't know if you can do that. Make sure I like up the video, by the way. Like up the video, yeah, like up the video. But yeah, you can't really. Chicks ain't gonna be cool with each other. That ain't gonna happen. You got to be in like a culture. You got to be in like an area where that's culture. Do you feel like lifting heavy is for gaining muscle? If so, how do you gradually lift heavy? Because we read So lifting heavy is always relative. It's never objective. It's always relative, right? So 135 on bench might be heavy to you this year, and in 2 years, 275 is heavy. So as long as you progressively overload, like if your protein intake is good, if you're tracking your numbers and all your lifts, specifically compound movements like bench, deadlift, squats, incline bench, incline smooth machine, incline dumbbells, lat pull downs, seated rows, barbell rows, if you're tracking your lifts and those and you're going up, 5 pounds a month, which sounds like nothing. If you go up 5 pounds a month for 2 years, you'll have gone up like 120 pounds on all your lifts. And that's what I did. That's why people think, oh my God, wow, how are you doing? How are you repping 315 on bench? Like, it's because I'm using bench for triceps anyways. But at the same time, it's like, it's only because I've been lifting for a while. It's not because I'm strong. If you lift for a long enough time and you go up by 5 pounds every month, how can you not gain strength? You see what I'm saying? So you definitely want to prioritize proper form and mind muscle connection. But like I said, over time, add 5 pounds here or there. Make sure you're tracking so you can actually do it though. If you never track the weight you're using, then if you never track the weight you're using, then you're never gonna go up because you're never gonna remember what you did last. I saw that jump rope video you posted on Insta a while ago. Oh, I posted one in my story the other day too. Were you on the team or something? No, I wasn't on the team. I just watched a couple of YouTube videos and I started jump roping. That's all it was. Watched a couple of YouTube videos and I was like, yo, I'm pretty good at the ladder drills in football. So let me just do some jump ropes. And I did jump ropes and then I did like mark myself up a bunch of times, but then after that I got pretty good at it. But I could never, like, some people, I need some more flexibility so I could do what some of the people do because they do some crazy shit. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? But yeah, listen, if you're going for aesthetics, do not be anal about, lifting heavy as fast as possible, right? Just keep your form and add weight over time. That's it. Like, for example, if you want your upper chest to get bigger, when you start off at incline, you know what I mean? You start off at incline, because when I was broken, my upper chest got pretty fucking big. I'm not gonna lie, right? I mean, my lower chest always grows because it's your lower chest, and when you gain fat, it grows. But my upper chest got pretty big. So, like, when I first started lifting, I think I was doing like 45s, and my friend took a film of it. And I remember I did 90s for the first time. I'm like, oh my God, get me on video. I'm doing 90s. And then I got to 130s, and my fucking chest was massive, bro. I literally, like, I would end the workout with I used to take pictures where I take what the fuck? Do you take your Gatorade and you put it on your upper chest? That's what I used to do. Do you do push-ups in your routine? And what do you think about them? I do them to warm up. I don't do them for like an actual workout. If I did them for an actual workout, well, me and my brother, we do calisthenic day sometimes. So here's what we do for calisthenic day. And he'll send me his times because he's pretty good at this. But we'll do 20 push-ups and then 10 pull-ups every minute on the minute. EMOM every minute on the minute for like 10 minutes. I should do a YouTube video about that because I do those all the time. Or I'll do 25 push-ups and 5 muscle-ups or something like that. All right. You ever get into parkour, tricking, gymnastic type stuff? I kind of want to. I feel like I can, but I never did, dude. I know. Is there any way to grow the inner chest? Mine is lacking heavy. If you use like machines like hammer strength and then, like pec deck and cable flies, that could help, right? I'm not going to guarantee it, but that can help in dumbbells as well. Do you track your weight progress in your notes? That's a great question. Sometimes I track my weight progress in my notes. If I hit like a new low weigh-in, then I'll go to my notes and I'll put it in there. And then I'll document like how I feel and what my waist size is and how I look. And I'll take a picture of how I look too, just to see like what the difference is. I just started taking body fats on the in-body scan. So that's how I'm going to be tracking from now on. And there's an app for it. So that'll be easier for me. Because like I just said, I usually be like, okay, I'm 183. This is my lowest weigh-in. And then, like 4 weeks later, I'll be like, okay, I'm 187, but this is the best I've looked. And it looks like I'm 180 or some shit like that. That's what I put in my notes. Or I'll be like, okay, I fasted accidentally till 12 p.m. and I'm 185. And then the next time I'll be like, okay, it's 8 a.m. and I slept 8 hours. I feel pretty good. I'm 182. Shit like that. That's how I'll track. Peace. Thank you for the inspiration and content. Yes, sir. How do you want to die, bro? In the gym, bro. Come on now, listen. You already know the answer. Here's the motto. Me and my friends, we used to go to the gym and we're like, listen, if we die today, we will go to Valhalla, right? Let's die in the gym today. That was our goal. Every time we went to the gym, we're like, listen, dude, because I remember my friend was like, dude, man, that was a lot, man. I don't know. I was like, dude, if I squat 4 or 5 for 2, if you listen, just let me squat 4 or 5 for 2. I know our legs are cooked and we just did a whole workout. But if I can die this way, bro, I'll go to Valhalla, bro. So that's pretty much what we did. And then, we used to cuss each other out. It's like, no, don't spot me, bitch. Shut the fuck up. We used to do shit like that all the time, bro. It was funny. But seriously, my friend almost died in the gym because our mentality, like I was like, man, I'm not going to spot you. So I walked all the way to the other side of the gym when he was benching and he got stuck. Oh, man. Okay, so what would be the average number of years when it came to your clients being approached by women off of body game? 3 years, 5 years? My clients specifically, listen, here's what you got to realize. So but okay, so if you're in an environment, for example, my like if my client has like a wife or a girlfriend, you're gonna see like the waist is gonna. So like I said, waist to shoulder ratio is what they see. The waist is gonna get smaller pretty quickly. So the wife is gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Now other dudes are looking. I mean, not other girls are looking at him and shit like that. So the wife and the girlfriend's gonna see it pretty quickly. So it doesn't take that long to see like the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because your wife is seeing you every day. So when your wife or your girlfriend sees you change, she's like, "Oh, this nigga's serious. Oh shit." But no, it depends on where you start. It literally depends on where you start. If you're 20%, you get down to 10%. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna approach you and shit like that. But I mean, I don't focus on like I don't know. I don't focus on like I don't give a shit about like women approaching and the chicks and shit. It's literally just one of those you know unintended side effects because like here's what people don't realize. They're like, oh my God, should I work out for women? Should I do this for it? Does no, no, no. When you practice body game, you are prioritizing yourself and you literally just level up in a way that you just have more value. So when you're looking at the marketplace, it's like an investment, right? It's like Bitcoin a couple of years ago. No one's fucking with Bitcoin. Like, 7 years ago, no one's fucking with Bitcoin. Now they're like, oh yeah, prices up, man. Bitcoin's a shit. That's how it is when you invest in your physique. It's like nobody fucking cares. And then you start getting results and people are like, yeah, his value's up. Your value is higher because you prioritize yourself. And when you have a certain physique, it is a status symbol because when you have a shoulder to waist ratio and you have decent shoulders and you have a decent chest, I'm saying decent. You do not have to look shredded. Like if you look like you lift and you have a decent shoulder to waist ratio, holy shit, you're gonna get a lot of attention. Just look at social media. You're gonna get a lot of attention. And I know you guys don't think social media is real life. If a chick says social media is not real life, but she spends all her day on social media, what's really going on here, guys? I'm starting my gym membership and lifting for first time tomorrow. I know nothing about weightlifting. Would you just go in and just put weights on and off and just learn through trial and error? So I would definitely watch. I would watch some Chris Jones for sure. Watch some Chris Jones and just never quit. Honestly, you'll learn a lot from just never quitting. Watching some Chris Jones, asking people, how do you do this? How do you do that? You'll just learn over time. The best thing to do is to get your feet wet. So that's good that you're starting. That is the most important thing to just get your feet wet because too many people, I can guarantee you, majority of people, I can guarantee you, majority of people will literally have a plan for 10 years and never execute that shit. They'll just have a plan for 10 years. They're like, oh yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do next, and then here's what I'm gonna do next, and I'm gonna do keto, this is that, all this other shit, and they'll just never do it. Definitely not trying to die my ass squatting 600 pounds. Were you off today? I had a bunch of calls today. Calls from 11 to 4. But anyways, the best macro split. Okay, skip. Artificial sweeteners. Are artificial sweeteners? I'm answering these questions because he asked like 20 questions. Literally, are artificial sweeteners safe for fat loss? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with artificial sweeteners. People who have issues with artificial sweeteners eat fast food, drink liquor, and eat real sugar. So yeah, they're good. How to stay on track while dining out? Go to lean steakhouses. Look at the menu first, right? And don't dine out too often. All right. When you're trying to reach your goals, if you are 40% body fat actively trying to get to 10%, do not dine out every day. All right. The more you dine out, especially if you're with your girl, she's gonna be like, hey, we should just try the cookie. Please, let's try the cookie. Or she'll be like, no, let's just have an appetizer. Appetizers and desserts will absolutely destroy your nutrition for the week. Appetizers and desserts by themselves will destroy your nutrition by themselves, not the entree. It's not the entree. The entree is steak and sweet potato. The entree is burger and fries, right? The burger and fries is like 1,000 calories together. That sounds pretty bad, but the chips as an appetizer is like 1,000 calories, and it doesn't fill you up. Are doing ab workouts necessary? If you're doing compound movements and you're lean bulking, you're gonna gain some ab size regardless. You're gonna gain abs regardless, and then you lean out, boom. You feel me? You're gonna see your abs. Thanks. Also, do you think the gym is a good place to meet girls? Your experience? It depends. It depends on your hierarchy. So my brother is just starting off being a personal trainer in the gym. So he's getting hella hoes in the gym. That's just him. Now he's more, listen, my brothers are more of an in-person game. So you probably have to ask them that shit because they're more like in-person game. I literally do not really, I don't be going places to meet chicks. I'll meet a chick at a grocery store every once in a while, at the gym every once in a while, but they really just be hitting me up online and shit like that, to be honest. Like at least the past 8 years, that's just how it is for me. So I literally do not seek out anything. I'm not like, okay, hey girl, like them tits, come here. I just don't do anything. I just don't. I like when I go somewhere, I go to do a purpose. That's it. That's just me though. That's just me though. So here, listen. Let me tell you guys something. I told you guys, and I said this pretty much in every video. I said that we live in a appearance based society, right? Now, Oh, Nate, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't getting into that. We're gonna stick to fitness today, man. I. Okay, but anyways, I remember when you mentioned about dating apps. What's your personal there's some concern about body game in certain pics. So I mean, you want to have some pics with your shirt on because listen, chicks are gonna if you wear a baggy shirt, if you wear a garbage bag, a chick is still gonna see your physique. Like chicks have good sense of physique. Like people don't understand when you wear a baggy shirt, a chick can see your physique. They can. All right, it's dudes that can't really tell. Dudes call it a pump cover. Chicks know exactly what's under there, like they can tell, right? But you want some shirts with pictures on it, and you want some shirtless pictures, of course. If you have a shirtless picture and it's like on a good camera, you're in the top 1% of any dating app in any area. It is what it is. Most dating app people are gonna be out of shape. All right, there's gonna be like 100 profiles in a big city that just stand out because the people are in shape and they have professional pictures. It is what it is. Like, so if you have a good physique, if you're below 15% body fat and you have a haircut and you have a professional picture, you post that on a dating app and it is what it is. It's just gonna rise to the top. You're just gonna get a bunch of likes. It's impossible not to get a lot of likes. It's just impossible. It's literally just normal. Like when you have a physique, you have a shirtless pic, everyone will be like, oh wow, no one else looks like this in the area. Boom, let me like it. That's rare. It's not that like it's not as deep as we think. It's not like, oh my god, like who do I have to no. You just have a better physique than everybody. Story the oldest chick you've been with, we're not gonna talk about that one, bro. Shit. That's a long time ago too, dude. That's a long time ago. Beginner workouts, kind of nervous to do chest press and deadlift because of strength. No, you don't have to go heavy on either. Everything started as nothing. All right. So even though I deadlift 650, guess where I started? I started with the bar, just like everybody else. All right. Even though I can do probably like fucking 100 push-ups, where did I start? Half a push-up. Very simple. You have to eat 3 meals a day to gain muscle. You just have to hit calories and high protein. Damn, those are all the best ones though. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna get into like specific stories on here. It's just, listen, I don't see the point. I'm not like trying to entertain. I'm trying to inspire people. Like, I ain't trying to like entertain. You feel me? Like, I'll throw in some stories here and there, but it's just like when you actually get on body game, like it's interesting because when people hear some of the stories, they're like, this nigga's a liar, but yeah, and then they get on body game, they're like, oh shit, that shit really happened. Okay, he must be telling the truth. So yeah, fasting, stash or trash. So yeah, fasting doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. You being in a calorie deficit is what matters. So if you fast and you eat like shit, you're not gonna lose fat. If you don't fast and you eat good, you're gonna lose fat. So it doesn't matter. Do you have veneers? No, I just did small direct, which doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, story of the worst date you ever been on. That's a good question. Let me think. I mean, that's back in the day where I used to do the thing. Like I said, when I used to do the thing where I'm like, where I used to be like, hey man, I need to just go on some kind of date. So I used to just date chicks that weren't interested. Because even to this day, it's too like, I mean, now that I have experience, it's easy to tell when a chick's just not interested. It just is what it is. It's so easy to tell. It's like, listen, if she's taking 15 hours to text you back, if she's texting you short messages, you're not going on a date with her. So yeah, I went on a date with like some chick that had a bunch of football players in her DM and shit. This was like years and years ago, and she just, bro, listen, we only went for ice cream, so I didn't lose that much money. You feel me? But this bitch was just like not talking, and she was just like, yeah, just acting like she was like, too cool for me and shit. And I picked the bitch up, but that's because that was my fault because I had desire, she had no genuine desire, obviously, bro. So that was definitely my fault. Do you have high carbs when lean bulking or keep it close to protein number? No, yeah, you definitely want to up your carbs, bro. You're gonna get strong as shit. The side delts really no. Side and rear delts are the most important part of shoulder waist ratio. So lats, side delts, rear delts are the most important part of shoulder waist ratio. All right. So spamming side raises is very, very important. Just doing a bunch of side raises, super important. That's number one, right? And then number two, rear delts too to shape out your shoulders. Now, me specifically, I obviously don't have the best shoulders, but they're better than they used to be. They used to be cooked. So that's from doing like side raises and stuff. But yeah, I don't have the best shoulders. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Not gonna lie, my worst day, I shot myself. I don't know if I'd ever do that. I don't know if you're serious about that. I hope you're not serious. You might have been drunk, but I hope you're not serious. How with the woman here would you start uploading body game and building aesthetic physique videos for women? Body game videos for women? That's kind of interesting. Here's the thing, it's different. I'm not gonna lie, it's different for women though, because there's men out there that listen, most men are gonna like most women. It just is what it is. Most women do not like most men. All right. So like with women, I mean, You can kind of be any size and you're gonna get chicks. I mean, you're gonna get dudes as a woman. You can be any size and you're gonna get dudes. Now, if you want to get different dudes, then different sizes. But if you're slim thick, if you got a good waist to hip ratio, you're going to be pulling. All right. And then if you have good energy, like listen, here's the thing. Here's the real thing that people don't realize. Like, yes, looks matter for women, but what really matters is just your attitude. Like, most women are just, like, these days, a lot of women are just assholes. All right. Because a lot of times they're not generally attracted to the person. But yeah, a lot of times, women are just assholes. And it's just attitude. Like, here's the thing. I don't care how bad a chick is. It depends on how she acts. If she's acting like a bitch, I'm not talking to her. I do not care. I don't care what she looks like. If I'm like, yo, I really like yellow bones with nice ass and stuff like that. And I'm talking to yellow bone with a nice ass and she disrespects me or something, I'm just not talking to her. It does not matter. It just does not matter. All right. What do you think about this provider rhetoric? And it's not really rhetoric, bro. It's just pretty much basic. Like, because everyone, of course, women, they think about survival. So it's like, a guy who can provide is nice to have that on the back burner or to have that stability. But then they're just always gonna be attracted to what they're attracted to. All right, it's really not. We think it's like, oh my God, they're attracted to these bad guys. They're just attracted to masculine energy. They just are. And generally, if you have a majority of people provider mindsets, unless you're from a traditional culture, like the provider mindset in America is closer to beta, but in other countries, it's closer to like what you would call, I guess, alpha or whatever, because it's just like he takes care of everything, he's masculine, and he pays for everything. That's just like a more normal thing in other countries. But in America, it's like, I don't know, they make like the provider this simp guy for some reason. And that's like, so if someone has like a provider mindset in America, they generally trend closer to simp. But if you're masculine energy and everything's going good and you understand everything and you're providing, then you'll be fine. Yo, Luke, we appreciate you, big dog, and all your content. Appreciate you, Wavy. I appreciate you, man. All right, remind me about booking for soccer players or people that do sports. Listen. Oh yeah, I had to delete that live because that live I might have cussed too much. That shit would have got like taken down. But anyways, yeah, man. So when you bulk, right, and you play sports, your activity level will be super high. Your activity level is super high. If you're a regular person bulking, you work out 4 to 5 times a week, you're 6'1", 150 like I started, you're gonna eat 2,900 to 3,000 calories and you'll be gaining weight. If I was playing soccer when I was 6'1", 150, I would have to bump the calories up to at least 4,000 because I'm burning way more calories. My activity levels are way, way higher. All right. Because here's the thing. If I eat 4,000 calories and I'm playing soccer, first of all, when you play soccer, you do not track your steps. You don't track your steps and you don't track how many calories you're burning. You're not doing exercises. You're just going up and down the field, burning hella fucking calories. So you got to eat more than the average person. All right. So you're going to have to kind of play around with that and be like, okay, let me try putting my activity level highest for the calorie calculator and seeing what the calories they give me. If they give you like 3,500 calories, you eat that and you don't gain any weight, you got to bump that shit up. So most likely you're going to have to eat way more than you think you will. That's why football players in college eat like 5,000 calories and lose weight. All right, easy for you to say, hey, that was a strong jaw. Listen, I didn't know I had a jawline until I cut off my beard. I forgot I had that shit. But here's another thing. Over the years, my jawline did get better because, I don't know, maybe it matured or something, but then I did get leaner. So that too. Because last time when I was like 205, I had a fat ass face. And 210, because I was eating gummies too. I was eating a lot of candy, so I had a lot of inflammation in my face. Is 83 too late to start lifting? I think I need some muscle before I get my first girlfriend. You know, sir, you might be cooked, sir. You might be. I'm just kidding. I just, if you could type this fast at 83, you're already lifting. You're already lifting. All right, top 3 books specifically for fitness. This is for fitness. The top books for fitness. Think and Grow Rich. That is a fitness book. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Think and Grow Rich is a fucking fitness book. When you guys really understand fitness, you're gonna think Think and Grow Rich is about fitness. It's like, are you sure this is like everything he says in there is all about long-term habits, like the mentality, all this stuff. Think and Grow Rich is definitely up there, man. That's a great book for fitness. Compound Effect is one of my favorite books as well. Atomic Habits is one of my favorite books. And then Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, another Napoleon Hill book. And then Outwitting the Devil, another Napoleon Hill book. Those books are insane. They're insane. You find that a woman who is 7 or 8 is more down to earth, nicer than a woman who's a 10, or it doesn't matter. Listen, that's a great question. That's a great question, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Since COVID, seven and eights turn into 15s in their heads. They turn into 15 since COVID. It's just crazy. The shit's crazy. You see what I'm saying? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I forgot. What was I gonna say? Yeah. And then like yeah. So I don't know. Like some tens are just like they've always been baby their whole life and they have no personality because they never need one because they're always bad since they were like fucking they're bad like in middle school. All the middle schoolers thought they were the baddest chick, so they never really had to do anything. So they have like no personality, no anything, right? So yes, a lot of times like six and seven and eights are more down to earth. But at the same time, when a chick's really just genuinely attracted to you, she's gonna be down to earth regardless. Wear more fitting clothes to look like you live. Is that a question? Is that a question? What's your opinion on personal experiences when women say that they like that dad boss? Bro, they'll post it in their stories and they'll go on a date with me later and they'll feel on my muscles. They'll be like, oh my God, like your chest and your abs. Like, so yeah, it's just some shit that they post online. Like, they do that shit all the time. They're like, oh, I want an emotional, vulnerable man. And you know what'll get a million likes? When girls are like, I want a God fearing man. No, you don't, bro. Like they'll have my meat in their mouth on Saturday night and then they'll go to church and be like, oh my God, God fearing man. What? Like no, bro, no chick wants a actual God fearing man. Like is dedicated to church and he's locked in. Like a lot of these chicks that say that, you guys don't know these chicks. I know these chicks that say that stuff, and I'm like, and then my brother would say the same thing. My brother would be like, look what she just posted, and I'm like, wait, isn't that chick that you said did that thing? He's like, yeah, she's talking about she wants a God fearing man. Goofy, goofy. All right. 6'2", 97 kg, don't know what weight to cut. Two, I was 85 kg when I lost some of my ass fully, but I was too skinny. Yeah. If you cut down you cut down with muscle, you'll start seeing your abs at 90 kg, and then you can keep going from there, depending on you. All right, hey, everyone in this live gonna have the best year. Let's go, man. Let's go. True, I think cash flow quadrant by the same guy is more technical. No, cash flow quadrant is by the dude that does Rich Dad Poor Dad, not Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is Napoleon Hill. Technical version of Think and Grow Rich. Where is that, OG? Yeah, you're talking about Rich Dad Poor Dad and then cash flow quadrant. Our height and face are more important than body. Woman low 6'3" plus skinny man with good faces. I don't care about body. It's a plus, but I know short rib guys who get no play. I know short rib guys who get a lot of play. So I don't know. I think it's more how to look for it. Oh, how to look for it, sure. How come I didn't see that question? I don't see the question. But height and face are more important. No. Listen. All those things are relatively important. If you're a short rib dude. There's a lot of short rib dudes that get hella play, more play than I do, and it's not even close. Hella short dudes. You see what I'm saying? But they also have like aura because they're working on themselves. So like body game in general is really just like focusing on yourself and improving yourself to the fact that to the point that you just have aura because you work on yourself. When you work on yourself, you're just a different person, bro. You're really just a different person. It is what it is. Like that's the main thing I address when I talk about this body game shit. It's not about like, oh, just pull a woman. It's like you become a different person. Like you see yourself differently, and then chicks are gonna see you differently. They're like, oh, that guy respects himself. Wait, that guy's not thirsty. Wait, that guy's this. That guy's that. Like that kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? Bro, Nate, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Single moms on Facebook with 3+ kids posting about God and Justin LeBoy shit. Exactly. But you cannot simultaneously follow the shade room, Justin LeBoy, and say anything about God, bro. It's insane. And that's the thing. Like, listen, these bro, I keep seeing these single moms say stuff like oh my God, like when my man comes, he'll come. He already came in you. All right. And like, I hate when they do that shit. That shit be pissing me off. How often should you measure body fat percentage? It depends. If you're on an active cut, you can do like every month or so. High and face will never make you sexual interest. Go for that. Body 65. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all of it matters. All of it matters because here's the thing: if you're 5'7" or 6'5", if someone's 5'7" working on body game, they got more aura, they got more confidence. If you're 6'5", out of shape, and you're not confident in yourself, because 1% of men will be born confident, they just will be, but everybody else, they got to earn the confidence, right? You got to confide in yourself, trust yourself, do what you said you're going to do, type shit. You see what I'm saying? Is boxing a good add-on? Of course, bro. Boxing is a good add-on for everything. Thanks for answering. Love your aesthetic physique videos for men. I would love to see the same for women as well. You see, I would, but listen, I'm a guy, man. I'm a guy, so I can't really give aesthetic, tips for women. Like I said, like it's a hard thing to go by because listen, like I said, most guys like most chicks. Most chicks do not like most guys, right? Most chicks like the top 5 to 10% of guys. They just do. Even chicks that I've talked to and stuff like that, like, yeah, they're like, I know I can't settle with you. I want like a man that's loyal and all this other shit. They'll say all this other shit. But listen, when you're on body game and you've been on both sides, good luck. It's gonna be hard for you as a dude to be loyal. But when you understand the game, you'll also see like, yeah, all the chicks want the same 5% of dudes. Every chick is gonna repost Chris Brown and Drake. All right. A lot of chicks will talk shit about Drake and they'll post Justin Boy and be like, "Ugh, I don't want a celebrity." But when Drake has his party in Miami and it's like, there's 1,000 chicks lined up and only 200 get in, those 800 baddies are the same chicks that are saying stuff like, "Oh, I would never date a celebrity." Goofy, goofy. Do your best to tell out of the Bronx accent, never, bro. Same thing generally applies for men and women when it comes to fitness. The basics first. True, true, true. But yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, like a woman is healthy between 21 and 32% body fat. They're supposed to have more fat than guys. So it's like if you have more fat on you as a woman, dudes are gonna find that attractive. What do you do when a chick leave you on red? That's what I usually do, and she comes back now. She is doing it. Oh yeah, listen. I've had more chicks leave me on red, and I've left more chicks on red than probably you guys have ever even messaged. All right, like I don't listen. Getting left on. All right. So let me get into that in a little bit. Let me get into that a little. Those pull-up bars you connect to your door. Can you get any good results of those? Yeah, pull-ups are good. Pull-ups are awesome. All right, but you got to be Tupac in a business suit, Goku in a gym, and King of the Hood to get left on scene by 4 out of 10 with $1 million in your account. Don't forget, man. Yeah, listen. When it comes to getting left on scene, not shit. When you really get abundance mindset, you really do not give a shit. Like I said earlier, when you have dated enough, or you've dealt with enough people in general, like this is gonna be in friendships too. When you've dealt with a lot of friendships, you know who are the loyal friends, who are the down friends. When it's like, damn, bro, I got some shit going on. You know the friends you could call. It's the same thing with chicks. Like when a chick has genuine desire, it's very obvious. She doesn't make it hard. Like she's not gonna be playing games with you. He's playing games and shit. Chick's just not interested. He think, listen, if a chick's playing games with me, I'm not gonna talk to her, bro. There's so many chicks that are like, they're like, oh my god, like you're so attractive, but like you probably get all the chicks, so I'm not gonna make this easy for you. I'm like, okay, I'll just block them or leave them on red. Like you're not, no, we're not doing this. Like, oh my god, like you probably always get a chick on the first date. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna have to get to know each other first and do this. No, I'm blocking you. I don't want to hear this shit. Get out my face. I don't have time for that shit. When you start blocking chicks a lot, you're gonna realize that bro, I can block 10 chicks in a week and I can still have like 10 dates in a week. It is what it is. Because once you guys realize that there's a lot of like chicks out there, you won't be so fixated on one that doesn't even have interest in you. A lot of you guys are focused on the chick who doesn't have interest in you, who's DMing some other dude. And your experience when you're on body game, how many women were okay with seeing other women when you mentioned it or didn't, but assumed it? First of all, here's the thing, you never want to mention that shit directly. It depends on the chick, but unless she said she's dating other people too, which is only going to be in like a college town. But yeah, if a chick doesn't think you're being like you're seeing other women, she's gonna lose attraction because then like if a chick sees you and you're absolutely chopped, she's just not even gonna see you. You see what I'm saying? Chicks are only gonna see who other women see. Like that's why I said earlier, most guys like most chicks, and most chicks do not like most guys. All right, most chicks like the same dudes, right, and they compete for the same dudes. It just is what it is. So it's like, yeah, if a chick assumes like most of the time I'm talking to chick like just today, right? I just got off the call with a dude. Shout out to him. He's about to get locked in. He's about to get lean. You'll see his results. Give it 3 months. Anyways, after I got off the call with him, some chick was hitting me up. She's like, oh my god, like she sent me a meme that said, what did she send me a meme? The meme said that it was like a text message that said, text me back or I'll post us. And then it showed the guy texting back, right? And I told her, don't ever send me that shit. don't ever like do that to me. And she was like, yeah, because I know you got too many hoes and shit like that. Like chicks usually say that they're like, oh my god, I know you got so many hoes. Ha 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 ha. If they don't think you have hoes for real, like I usually play around and be like, oh, I don't have any hoes, but I'm just playing around. If I actually didn't have any hoes, they're not talking to me. They are not looking at me. They're not talking to me. She's going crazy for that Luigi guy, that CEO buddy, because he has attention right now. He has a lot of attention right now, and of course he's in shape, but he has a lot of attention. He has good teeth and he has abs, but he has a lot of attention right now. A lot of attention. You guys got to realize. But here's the thing. I don't know how to help you guys realize this. It's literally it's the goofiest, dumbest shit you'll ever hear. But clout game probably surpasses body game, bro. But a lot of clout game comes from body game too. Like if you have a decent body and you have a lot of attention on social media, it's weird shit happens. You get into frat level shit. All right, like you got to see frats work and you got to see someone work clout game. Because I used to tell my little brother about clout game before he, was like dating and shit, and he was like, "The fuck is this kid talking about?" I'd be like, "Hey man, I went viral, so I just had like 500 girls hit me up." He's like, "What the fuck is he talking about? Why does he just say dumb shit?" Like that's what my brother's thinking because he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" If you do not go viral, it sounds dumb. Like everything I'm saying sounds dumb, bro. If you go viral once, you'll have like 10,000 girls hit you up on Instagram. They want to link up because you went viral. I don't know why. Listen. I'm not a scientist, but that's just how it happens. Like people do not understand this shit. Like so, all these dudes that consistently go viral, their DMs have to be insane because I went viral. You know, like probably like it was almost like a year straight, bro. Like it was probably like a year straight. I was going viral on TikTok because I was posting goofy ass thirst traps. Now I just post fitness shit, so it doesn't go as viral. But when I was posting those goofy ass thirst traps, bro, like the corniest shit, like it'll say 2 years ago you posted this video. I look at the video and be like, what the fuck is this, bro? Some goofy ass shit where I'm doing that dumbass face. Girls love that shit, but you'll get a lot of chicks off of that stuff. People don't realize that stuff. Like you get 20,000 likes on a TikTok video and a million views. You're getting like 1,000 chicks go to your Instagram and hit you up and be like, "Hey, I'm in the area. Like, saw you on TikTok. Like, I don't know if you'll see this message." And you text them back and they're like, "Oh my god, all that shit, goofy." All right, I want a dad bod. She's with 23. I was like, listen, they always say that shit. Don't listen to what a girl says. Watch what she does, bro. Watch what she reposts in her story. These chicks saying they want a dad bod and a God fearing man will repost thirst traps of dudes who have OnlyFans, so like my friends. Like it is what it is. Because I watch a chick and I'll see her say, "Oh my God, like I want a God fearing man," and they'll post a long message like, "All these guys are nothing. They won't give you flowers." Blah blah blah, and then she'll repost a video of my friend, and I'm like, bro has OnlyFans, bro. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, you keep mentioning your bro and sis making you write down school workout plans. Yeah. Why was she invested in you going to the gym? No, no. So my brother, like I was obsessed with the gym. I used to always annoy my whole family, like saying dumb shit, like subliminal messaging saying, "Yo, I want big chest, I want arms, I want traps, I want this, I want that." So I used to always say that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, yeah, I want this, I want that. And then my siblings were like, dude, you said you want to go to the Navy, you took the ASVAB, you said you want to start nursing school, but you said you want to do this. You need to move with intention. You need to have a goal so you can streamline everything and go down a straight line and actually accomplish anything. Because if you just keep having all these, 5 different goals, you're never going to get anywhere. So they made me write down my goals and shit like that. I included the fitness part into it because that was like one of my biggest goals. And that's when it all started, to be honest. But I mean, both my brother and sister, they're doctors, so they have like a very goal-oriented mindset. Height is undeniable. The most important feature as a male, and size down there. Woman love size. Took a gym self girlfriend who was ripped because I'm 6'7" and packing. It is what it is. Go get your body and relax in that introvert game where you don't have to say much, bro. Big boy Ellis, that's what I'm talking about. Big boy Ellis is what I'm talking about, bro. Like I said, no one in the world is lazier than me, bro. When it comes to that shit, you listen. I don't know how to explain to you guys. Like I said, most of the shit that I say it sounds dumb as hell and it doesn't make any sense. When I tell you guys there was like a lot of chicks where I did not say anything and I just like literally the conversation was like they say something and I'm like, shut the fuck up, just watch the movie or some shit like that. Like there's a lot of situations like that, bro. Like it just it's just an introvert game. If you have a high number of impressions, you're gonna have a lot of conversions. Cloud is the best way to get hella impressions from a business perspective. True, true, true. That's true. Now, actually, That's interesting. It also depends on if you are niche based. If you're niche based and you niche down, which I mean you don't want to niche down, you want to have a lot of people. But if you niche down and you just have specific people, you can have low impressions. No one knows you exist. Dude, I met like a trainer in the gym. Nobody knows this guy exists. Nobody will ever know he exists. And he makes like a lot of money off of training certain people. Like he'll train like golfers or some shit. Yeah, I think he trains like golfers, but only a few. but then they tell their golfer friends, and he only trains these people. Nobody knows he exists. He doesn't look like a trainer. He doesn't have a good haircut. He's not tall or anything. He's just some average looking dude that you would think just probably works as an accountant or something. Paranoia after you go viral. Listen. Cloud gamer with body game woman. No cloud. Yeah. Like, you guys don't understand what happened from those videos, man. Like, I remember I posted a video. I think I tagged Fort Lauderdale or something like that, bro. I literally got 500 followers from Fort Lauderdale, but then I also got a chick from Tampa hit me up. So then I ended up staying at that chick's house for a couple of days, and when I posted there, because yes, I posted a video when I went to Tampa or whatever, because I had like 3 days off of work. I posted a video there, and then I got like 1,000 girls from Tampa. So then I'm like, I'm about to leave her place, and I'm like, yo, I got a chick in Tampa now, bro. Besides you, type shit, you know. But anyways, it just is what it is. Even if you have a 1% conversion rate, then you see my 100. Yeah. True. It's really about getting like consistently getting that. If I'm more irritable and lower energy, is my deficit too low? It depends on how long you've been in deficit and what your waist size and everything is. My girl called my seven small. She follows my 12 or 13 on social media. Are you guys serious, bro? Hey, where's my moderator, bro? Hey, where's my moderator, bro? Get this goofy ass shit off of here, bro. Get this goofy ass shit. Listen. Here we go with this. Here we go with this shit again, bro. Here we go with this shit again. This is some goofy shit, man. This is I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all with this goofy shit. All right, can you be successful as an introverted fitness coach? For sure, man. For sure. I mean, as long as you post content though. Because I mean, even if you're introverted, you still gotta post content. And if you got results yourself, then that's number one. That's number one. If you got your results yourself, if you have your own results, if you have a transformation, that's number one. That's what people are gonna look at. All right, listen. Stop with the PP talk, bro. We ain't gonna do this goofy shit, man. We ain't gonna do this goofy shit. I'm not about to get. If you really want to get into this shit, we ain't about to get into that. All right, 75 kg, 20% body fat, 187. My goal is to be at 10% body fat. How can I speed up? You can't speed up fat loss. Fat loss is already like a fast ass process. Fat loss is already way faster than fat gains. It's fast as fuck. Because going from 20 to 10%, that could be 3 to 6 months. That could be 3 to 6 months, bro. Yeah, this is not hey, big boy Ellis, you're gonna be the moderator, bro. You're gonna be the moderator, bro. I do not want to see any of this goofy ass. Oh, this is like just shit. Yeah, like go touch. Y'all need to go touch grass, bro. Y'all need to go touch grass. Y'all need to go touch grass, bro. And by the way a chick sees you is going to determine your size anyways. So if a girl thinks you're kind of corny and you're quote unquote 8 inches, she's going to think you're 4 inches. And if this girl sees you like, oh my God, I love this dude, he's everything. And you're like 6 or 7 inches, she's going to be like, oh my God, it was 10 inches. Like, y'all niggas is goofy, man. Y'all niggas is goofy as shit. Y'all niggas is goofy, bro. Goofy. For ab workouts to be successful, don't you have to lose all your belly fat first? Ab workouts with belly fat is worth this, right? Technically, if you do ab workouts with belly fat, your core will get stronger and your abs will get thicker. But in all honesty, I don't fucking hate abs because when I do squats, when I do deadlifts, when I do bench, I feel my abs. When I gained muscle into the lean bulk, I built abs. By doing that, I didn't really hit abs directly like doing weighted crunches. Then when I cut down, it's like, oh, okay, I see abs now. Cool. Simple. 3 mandatory dates with Precious or lose 300 pounds off your bench. I can gain the 300 pounds back, bro, on my bench. So we're losing the pounds on my bench, bro. I can gain that shit back. Let's not play with me, bro. Should I do Stairmaster cardio or will it burn my muscle away? It depends on what your calorie deficit is, how much protein you're eating, and what your strength training is like. He's taking it. No. Hey, yo. I'm not taking a date with Precious. Can I ask your size? I am a woman from South Korea. I follow you on Instagram. Why don't you just come meet me there? Like what, bro? Listen. All that. Listen. You know what I do? You know what I do with chicks? You know what I do with chicks who are like, oh, let me see a picture. I know that she has a dude on the back burner or some shit, and she's just trying to waste time. You see what I'm saying? Kevin Cornette, there is no time on that. It's gonna depend on the pressure you apply and the systems that you use. To be honest, that's definitely a guy because girls don't ask that shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, they listen. Some chicks will straight up ask some shit like that in the DMs, but not like some chicks ask some dumb shit like that in the DMs sometimes, but It's where are 3 day full day workouts effective? If you do full body, 3 days and your nutrition's on point, you're gonna get results. You feel like certain ab exercises actually make the ab look bigger. I think if you're doing ab exercises, you should do weighted crunches and hanging leg raises. I don't know about everything else. I do upper lower 3 times per week. Eating 1,600. She's part of the random influx of PP therapists. Do you like Popeyes or churches? Bro, this is the most nigga question I've ever seen in my life, bro. What in the black and easy is you talking about? You seem like the type of dude that'll talk a chick into some spontaneous stuff. It depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, yeah. How long y'all been on the internet though? Y'all haven't seen the internet. You guys haven't seen the internet. If you've been big on social media and shit, you'll have seen some weird shit. If you've been on the internet for a long time, you'll see some weird shit. I've seen everything on the internet because I'm an old head and I've been, I've had like 10K followers since like 2017 on Instagram. So I've seen some shit. That's when I had to turn off my notifications officially. So I've seen a lot of weird shit over the years. I'm 6'6", 290, currently eating 1,300 calories to lose weight, not seeing any results. You probably just fucking started. If you're eating, and you're not eating 1,300 calories, if you're eating 1,300 calories, you'd be dead. You would even be typing this fucking message. All right, but let's be honest here. If you're eating 1,300 calories at 290, you're going to be losing weight so fucking fast. You'll be like, dude, I need to up my calories. Because realistically, at 290, you could eat 3,200 calories and you'll still be losing fat. All right, and in order to get to 290, you're probably eating at least 4,000 calories. So it's just basic shit. You're just not tracking right, or you only been doing it for 1 or 2 days. It's not that deep. You're not like. Anybody above 150 will lose. No, my bad. That was dumb. Anybody above 120 pounds will lose on 1,300 calories. All right. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Anybody above 120 pounds, girl, woman, kid, old man, will lose on 1,300 calories. All right. So I don't like when people say goofy shit like, oh, I'm on 13. You're not tracking right, or you haven't been doing it long. I hate when people say shit like that because then it's like, oh my God, me too. I'm only eating 1,000. No, you're fucking, just shut that shit up. Yeah, I need to stop that shit. I hate when people say that shit. Yeah, listen, you got to track your calories better, or you probably haven't been doing it long enough. Did you see Bill Belichick's girlfriend? She's like 20. Yeah, bro, because Bill Belichick's on Body Game, bro. Don't you see it, bro? Bill Belichick is on Body Game. Come on now. Don't play with Bill Belichick. You're not seeing that shit. That shit was dope as fuck. All right, I mean, talk her into spicing things. Oh, yeah. I'm out, bro. All right, G. Literally G. Your name is literally G. All right, G. How long should I bulk? I'm 165, 5'10" with a goal 185 or 190. I would bulk as long as possible, bro. I'm not going to cap. I would bulk as long as possible because the more muscle you put on, when you cut down, you're not going to have to cut down as much because you have more muscle mass. It'll be more prominent, but you'll be more aesthetic as well, which will be awesome. And yeah, Sam Losky made a good point. Are you new or not? Yeah. Bill Belichick on that Taco Bell Body Game, man. That should be working, G. That should be working. 5 mandatory days with Lizzo or protein makes you vomit for a decade. Fuck it, bro. We're gonna have to go with Lizzo, bro. God damn it, bro. I just have to smash the big bag, bro. Does the hub weaken your gains? Of course, bro. Listen, the hub just messes with your mentality and your testosterone, to be honest. I mean, it's technically it's not gonna like weaken your gains. It's gonna weaken everything else. It's gonna weaken your aura. Breast pre-workout. I'm doing a stack right now. I'm doing non-stem with baby stem. Right. I'm doing C4. I know people don't like C4. You see what I'm saying? I know people like C4. All right, good lean weight for someone 5'9". It's gonna depend how much muscle mass you have. If you're 160 with high muscle mass, you look good. If you're 190 with high body fat, you look like shit. So it depends. How do I increase my bench PR from 85 to 100 kg? Currently, my PR is plateauing. What are you doing for bench? How many days are you benching? Number one. And what is your sets and rep range? If you're just going for strength, you should have low rep range. If you're just going for strength, because you're saying PR. So if you're just going for strength, you should be doing like 4 sets of 4 to 8 or some shit like that. Like the first set is 8, second set is 6, the third set is 6, and then the last set is 4. And then you should be up in the weight and tracking the weights. You'll literally go from 85 to 100 kg in like a month or 2 months. It's really not that hard. Like if I want to go back to 405 from 365, I'll literally just bench twice a week and I'll do 4 sets of 4 to 6 twice a week. And then, within 2 months, I'll be back to 405. And then probably in 6 months, I'll be above 405. Never going, bro. Best bodybuilding split. I like push-pull legs. You can do upper lower. You can do Arnold. You can do bro split. If you want to, you can do full body. Just whatever you can be consistent with. Hub definitely lowers your gains. Listen, Hub is going to mess up your aura, bro, because then that's going to give you, ED. All right, you're gonna go and see a baddie. You're not gonna be able to smash. What are the mental and spiritual benefits you get from working out? Do you believe in that? Definitely, bro. Most old books used to be closer to herbs and closer to nutrition, and they always say that working out is just a necessity for your mood, your mental health, all that stuff. Is the body game relevant to wild hookups? Listen, if a chick is on go, right, and she's in the club in a random state or a random country, she's gonna pick the leanest dude she can find because she's gonna be the most genuinely attracted to him. Thoughts on marijuana? Listen, honestly, marijuana just makes you lazy. That's why I stay away from it. To be honest, it just makes me lazy. That's the main thing about it. It's not really that it like slows down your game. It just makes me lazy. I don't know if it makes you guys not lazy, but let's say if you got your life in check and you making money, everything's good, then you can smoke it. But if you're actively trying to change your life, you're trying to be in a calorie deficit. First of all, it's going to give you the munchies. And if you've never gone to the gym consistently and you're now trying to go to the gym consistently, if you smoke, you're gonna be like, man, fuck the gym, man. The gym can wait because you're gonna be chill. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like anxiety relief. It makes you too chill. Me, I can't smoke that shit, bro. I remember I went to see some chick, man. Listen, this chick flew me out or whatever. She gave me some strong ass weed, bro. I was cooked for like a week. I didn't give a shit about anything, bro. I ain't give a shit about nothing. She was like, aren't you gonna like smash me? I was like, you know what? That would take too much work. Aren't you gonna do this? You know what? That might take too much work. The gym? That might take too much work. Like all that shit, bro. Bro, I cannot be smoking, bro. I cannot be smoking, dog. Like it should be. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I smoke. Listen, I was really trying to smash this gym chick way back in the day, right? So I was like, all right, she likes to smoke. Let me smoke with her. I smoked in the car with her, bro, before the gym. I could not live, bro. Everything hurt, bro. I was like, dude, oh, bro, I changed my whole philosophy on fitness. I literally changed my whole philosophy on fitness. I was doing bench press, and I was like, dude, we should never do this. This is bad for us. Lifting weights is bad. Doesn't it hurt? We're hurting ourselves in here. I swear to God, I left the gym and I was like, we're hurting ourselves. We shouldn't be working out. It's crazy. That's dumb as fuck. Like, I swear to God, that was me, bro. That was me. That was me. All right, how much does your homeboy make on OnlyFans? I might need to look into that to get out that meal. If you're listen, I'm not gonna lie. If I don't see you on the explore page, you're not one of the OnlyFans dudes. For dudes, you have to be one of the dudes on the explore page. You're not making any money off OnlyFans if you're not one of the dudes on the explore page. Like if I don't see you on the explore page, you're not making money on OnlyFans as a dude because it's way harder for dudes than it's for chicks. Regular chicks, listen, I didn't experiment with the chick. She was kind of cute. Ain't gonna lie, she was blonde. She had big tits and she had a nice ass. Right? I was like, hey, yo, make an OnlyFans, right? Bro, she didn't have that many followers. She made an OnlyFans, and within like a week, I think she made like 2K for her. That's insane because she does not have any followers, bro. Like she was getting hella tips and shit like that. It's like that easy for women. For dudes, you have to be one of the dudes on the explore page. If you're not on the explore page, you're not making money on OnlyFans. All right, you just not. If you're not on the explore page, it's not happening. If you don't have at least 50K maybe followers on Instagram, you gotta have a huge presence, bro. Because chicks have to want you for you to even do that. You cannot be just a dude. You can't be like if you have an in-person game, that's cool, but you have to be big on social media. You just have to be. Do you have kids and what are your thoughts on marriage? I don't know if I have kids. Ask me that again in like 6 months because I'm actually waiting to. Hopefully not yet. But anyways, ask me that again in like 6 or 7 months. Yeah, ask me that again 6 or 7 months just to make sure. But anyways, always easy for women to get that clout fast. Exactly. My thoughts on marriage. Here's the thing. It depends on the scenario. It depends on the upbringing of the woman. It depends on the culture she's from. It depends on her parents and their beliefs and what they instilled in her. But for the most part, just in like general America, we're not in a very good place for marriage because there's literally zero benefits for men, and there's a lot of incentives for women to leave the guy. Like if a woman goes into marriage with good thoughts and she really loves you, there is so many incentives for her to leave you. And then all her favorite celebrities are always divorcing. Everyone on social media is always divorcing. Like her parents are probably gonna be like, "Oh, you should definitely get a divorce." Like there is so many incentives to getting a divorce. It's like why wouldn't you? Like when something becomes no brainer, why wouldn't you do it? When something is easy and it's like no brainer, why wouldn't you do it? If you go into a marriage and you have no assets, right, and you love the person, And it's like, yo, I can divorce and start my life over and get half the assets. Like, why the fuck wouldn't you? I don't know. With the system in place, why wouldn't you get divorced? Like, it takes a very strong, rare woman to not, divorce you, because why wouldn't she, bro? Like, there's literally there's like almost no reason not to. She could be like, you know what? I really want to get out of debt. I think I want to go on vacation. Let me divorce him. Like, it's hard. It's hard to not do that. You feel me? It's like, just the way it's set up. If you're with like in other countries, it doesn't work that way. Well, I mean, a lot of other countries it does, which is why divorce rates high there too. But yeah, no. Listen, I never understood why people listen. Just get married on Facebook, bro. Stop going to the government and fucking getting actual marriage. Just get married on Facebook. Stop with this goofy shit. If a chick really likes you, why the fuck does she want to get married to you? And you literally takes away all your like. There's just no reason. I do not see the reason. I just don't see the reason. It literally does not make sense. What are your non-negotiables in saying when dating long term and short term? Short term, I just need to see some ass, bro, or some tits. Let's be honest, or some tats, or all the above. Like short term is different than long term, bro. Long term just ain't. Listen. With my ability to sense goofiness, bro, long term is like almost impossible. Like long term is pretty impossible. So what's my favorite cologne? Some chick actually got me cologne. I don't know what it's called, but that shit goes hard as fuck, bro. That shit is insane. But yeah, short term, bro. Short term dating is not insane. Like short term dating is just like a chick, you know, she looks pretty good and she's cool. She's a vibe, and you can chill whenever. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing serious. Sometimes she wants to watch anime together, shit like that. You know what I mean? Or sometimes she wants to slide over to the crib, just regular shit like that. Yeah, I don't know what the brand is, but I'm gonna have to listen. This chick just bought that shit for me. The shit goes hard, bro. I can't remember what it is. That shit is hard, dude. I literally just took it and sprayed it. I just take it and spray it on me, bro. That shit is gas. Because before she got me that cologne, bro, I just literally pulled up the day smelling like fucking armpit, bro. Like, I mean, gym dates though. I just go to the gym smelling like fucking armpits. Like deodorant don't work on me, bro. Like I'm just going smelling like armpits. And just like, see, listen, here's the thing. A lot of dudes be like, hey man, like you need to have the freshest cologne or you ain't getting chicks. I don't know about that, boy. Dossier. Yeah, I don't really care about cologne like that. I'll just stick to Versace Blue. And then whatever that chick got me, I still don't know what it's called. I'll just stick to Versace Blue and whatever the chick got me. I'm not. I don't think colognes are that deep. Some people are like, yeah, you need 32 different colognes. And hey, if the sun rises but there's a cloud over it, you can't use Versace. You got to use Dior. Like they be saying some goofy shit like that. It's not that deep, bro. Or hey, man, there is a fragrance you want to use when it's more sunny and more cloudy. All right. No. It's not that deep. If you got everything else in check, if you got everything else in check, all right, listen up. You got everything else in check. Your physique's on point. Your ambition's on point. You took a shower, and you spray some fucking $30 cologne on you. The chick's gonna be like, "Oh, you smell good. You're fine." Like, who fucking cares, bro? Like, I don't know. I think people be going a little bit too hard with this. Hey, man. Like, so here's the thing. So if you're going to a dinner party and it's before December, but after February, you want to wear this cologne. Like, what? No, nigga. Like, stop with that goofy shit, man. Like, just with the goofy shit, man. Like, I mean, obviously, if you buy a cologne, most of the shit's gonna smell good, bro. It just is what it is. And if the chick likes you, it's gonna smell good too. So fuck it, bro. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Like I said, majority of the time when I was dating, I was doing gym dates and ice cream. I guarantee you, I smelled like ass cheeks, bro. Anyways, I'm out, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. All right. Yeah, bro. I can't catch feelings, bro. I wish I could, but I just don't know how to.